The Wild West Shootout starts this weekend, and we'll tell you who will be there, plus talk favorites. We've also got updates on the future for Jonathan Davenport and Brandon Overton, plus a potential trip down under for Kyle Larson next year. Let's go. It's Thursday, January 4th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily. As of this weekend, you can basically say the dirt late model offseason is over, at least whatever few weeks of it there was. The Wild West Shootout kicks off down at Vado Speedway Park in New Mexico on Saturday. They're going to run programs Saturday and Sunday, then be off next Monday and Tuesday. They're going to be racing again on Wednesday, then off Thursday, then back racing Friday, Saturday, Sunday the following weekend. So what it looks like is 6 race nights over a 9-day period with a couple of off days sprinkled in there. All of the late model nights are $11,000 to win and $600 to start, except the finale. That one is $26,000 to win and $1,000 to start. Modifieds and X mods joined the late models on the card all week long. The bonus program for this event is back as well, which will pay an additional $300,000 to any late model driver that sweeps the week. So you'd have to have all 6 wins. $100,000 if you can win 5 of 6 races, or $25,000 if you can win 4 of 6 races. I think all 3 scenarios, obviously incredibly difficult for anyone to achieve with the names that are coming in to compete. I think the only one that really is possibly in play is the $25,000 for 4 of 6 wins, but again, I think that's going to be incredibly difficult. There's also a small point fund for the week, which is worth $3,000 on the late model side. These are all unsanctioned races. The first National Tour event starts on January 17th. That's the World of Outlaws late model shows down at Volusia for the Sunshine Nationals. I don't believe a full entry list for the Wild West Shootout has been posted anywhere online, but kind of between what Dirt Track Pools has, kind of a bunch of stuff for the event, between that and social media, we've got a pretty good idea of who will be in attendance for the week. Big names expected include Kyle Larson, Brandon Shepard, Bobby Pierce, Mike Marlar, Ricky Weiss, Tyler Erb, Shannon Babb, Garrett Alberson, Cade Dillard, Drake Troutman, Stormy Scott, and a whole lot more. It looks like we'll get to probably at least 40 cars for the event. Right offhand, I'd say win favorites include Larson, Pierce, Marlar, and Shepard. Bishop, though, only has plans to compete 4 of the 6 nights, which I think doesn't include this first weekend, so we won't see him until next Wednesday, most likely. And I've heard Larson has to miss that Wednesday show as well, so he'll run 5 of 6 races. Both Pierce and Marlar were winners at the event a year ago, with the smooth operator taking down that big money finale. We'll keep you updated all week on results, and if you want to watch it live and can't be at Vado Speedway Park in New Mexico, Flow Racing is the place to be. If you need a Flow Racing subscription for 2024 and you want to help out DIRTRACKR, click the link below in the video description or any of the Flow Racing links at DIRTRACKR.com. That gets you everything on Flow, and they throw me a little cash at no extra cost to you. For my friends down under, it sounds like you can possibly expect a Kyle Larson appearance late, maybe in 2024 or into 2025 for some sprint car racing. Michael Rigsby brought that up on the most recent Dirt Under videocast, saying that Larson probably won't do the Wild West Shootout again in 2025, as instead an Australian trip is probable. It's been a couple of years since we saw Larson go to Australia or New Zealand in the offseason, and you have to think this could mean a 3rd straight year as well of no Larson at the Chili Bowl. Since the Wild West Shootout and the Chili Bowl basically happen around the same time, if Young Money can't race at Vado, you'd assume that means no Tulsa trip as well. Australia and New Zealand have long been a popular destination for American open wheel racers, as their season is kind of hitting its stride right during the winter that's going on here. They can go down there, get in, a little bit of vacation time, but also stay sharp and keep some racing going on. We've already seen Rico Abreu, Brad Sweet, Carson Macedo, and others pick up victories this season down under already. A couple of names it sounds like you won't see at Vado this coming week include Jonathan Davenport and Brandon Overton. Davenport won several nights of the Wild West Shootout a year ago, but his website and Facebook page show the Super Bowl of Racing down at Golden Isles as their first event of 2024. And that event doesn't happen until January 25th through the 27th, and that is the official kickoff for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series season. And not that we expected him to go the other direction, but that would also confirm no Outlaw run in 2024. And again, that was not a rumor or expected, just pointing it out that, if he's going to run Golden Isles and that's his first event of the season, that means he's not going to Volusia and the Sunshine Nationals. In the Facebook post, it was revealed that the team is still unsure of their plans for this coming season, but starting at Golden Isles would at least keep them in the hunt for the Lucas title if they did decide to return as a full-time team. They were a pick-and-choose dirt late model team in 2022. They then went full-time with Lucas a season ago in 2023 to chase that championship with that playoff format, but are now in limbo. I think there's a good chance we won't know their full plans, until possibly after Speed Weeks down south. This could be a situation where they want to see how Speed Weeks play out before they make any sort of choice. If they were to stay with Lucas, they would again be at the top of the list, I think, of championship favorites. In 2024, they're going to be up there with Ricky Thornton Jr. and Hudson O'Neal to get into the playoffs and possibly have a chance to win the championship come the Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora. As for Brandon Overton, his 2024 plans remain unknown at this moment. He talked previously with Flow Racing's Kyle McFadden about wanting to be back with Lucas, but that they would need some extra sponsorship help to make that doable. As of this moment, though, nothing has been announced and no 2024 schedule is in place on his website. Still, at this moment, the 2023 version. And on top of that, rumors persist about possible changes coming for Overton, including maybe a different chassis manufacturer. I'd heard these rumors back in late October and have been asked multiple times in recent days about these rumors kind of coming back up again. I don't have any super solid information, so it could all just be BS, but often where there's smoke here, there's fire. If you remember back to the end of the Lucas season, Overton's chase bid with Lucas was unraveled by a strange weekend that started off with a switch from his usual Longhorn by Wells chassis to a Team Zero chassis at Raceway 7. He was back in the Longhorn by the feature that night and then the next day at the Pittsburgher, but the damage was kind of already done. Devin Moran was able to slip by him for that fourth and final chase spot. The rumors got started after all of that kind of transpired. So at this moment, when it comes to Overton's future, I guess your guess is as good as mine. Shifting to some Northeast Modified driver news, Billy Pauch Jr. posted to his Facebook page yesterday that he's parted ways with longtime car owner Rick Holston. Pauch had driven the RH Motorsports 96 car since 2014. This ends a 10-year run. And this comes on the heels of Pauch telling Steve Post back at the PRI show that he was planning on running 50 to 60 races in his own car for 2024. That'll be a smaller schedule than he's run in the past, but it will be more intentional, and he wants to control his own destiny. Pauch is currently doing some indoor racing, and we know we'll see him down at DIRTRACKR Nationals at Volusia in February. Hat tip to Jamie Weeknick on Twitter, too, for pointing out that news item. That's it for the Daily Show this week. We'll be off and running with plenty of racing coming up as the Wild West Shootout and the Chili Bowl ramp up next week. There's also some regional action going on, including the Ice Bowl at the Talladega Dirt Track. And I also talked about the IMCA stuff happening down at Kokopah. That was on yesterday's show. Make sure to keep it locked here and DIRTRACKR.com for all the latest news and information. Don't forget to check out that streaming schedule as well over at DIRTRACKR.com. Hope you guys have a great Thursday out there and a good weekend. We'll see you right back here on Sunday.